TD, telekinesis to follow very shortly. He's going to wait for the last moment, and he barely gets it off in time, actually. Trying to make it for S4, but the arrow is going to hit nothing because he's on the same
He got killed.
team.
He got drive-by killed by a sleeping Magnus. I mean,
Wow, that's racist.
that's what?
It just is.
That's the most random thing you've said.
Really?
How did that make any sense? So
that's the most random thing I've said?
Yeah,
Okay.
You said a lot of shit, but
exactly.
That was still. I mean, there's many ways of dying, but think about it. You get killed by a sleeping guy. Try to get some sort of analogy to real life of how much that's gotta suck.
Well, you die in your sleep. Well, you die in a nightmare, I guess.
No. He didn't die in his sleep. He got killed by someone who was sleeping.
It's even worse.
So what would that compare to? Like,
I couldn't even tell you.
Losing a drinking contest to a guy who's already passed out?
I guess.
I don't know. Bottom lane, Paris.
Stomp, can he get it off? It's not going to be in range, but the double edge will be there. Excellently done. Great centaur play, as I do say so myself.
And he's going for Tranquils, which you don't like anymore in this hero because they obviously break all the time. But the interesting thing is, if you want to go for the choice, you can use kind of free double edges just to harass. You can double edge, then you obviously need to wait a bit for the Tranquils to heal you up. But if you don't attack as well, and they're already broken, he could go and double edge the hero and immediately start healing.
Oh, Burrow Strike at top. Arrow, is it going to come? Nope. Telekinesis will not come either. Burrow Strike's up in 5 seconds. There's the Telekinesis used on Bane, who has the haste enabled. Ake's in a lot of trouble. One Burrow Strike will do the job. Arrow does hit Bane on the back end here. Ake still in quite a bit of trouble, as the Burrow Strike will follow very shortly. In fact, they don't even need to waste it. Maybe they are cock-blocking each other this time. Haste still on Bane. He's going to use his auto attacks, and they are finally going to get the kill. And the Burrow Strike finally used on Mirana, so they end up getting 2. So ends up working their advantage, although a little bit of miscommunication, as Centaur's bottom. I just have to mention it. He's at bottom, guys.
Alright, guys. Centaur's bottom. He's farming creeps. So, Miggle got 4 intel there. He's been in all 3 kills, so he's got +6. And this is something we shouldn't overlook, because when this game progresses into the mid-game, Silencer can transition into a semi-carry if he gets the farm. He's playing the position 5 by the looks of it. At least he just bought the wards and only has boots. He doesn't even have a stick yet. But this hero with just regular boots and a 4-staff can actually make quite a difference. Because of the way Glaives of Wisdom scales with your intel attribute, the more you steal, the more passive damage you just get on every single attack. So it's really interesting. Arrow not going to connect on Mad in mid lane. And this game is just looking so much more like a Sigma game. The good old Sigma that we're used to seeing as now Mad, is going to get thrown down. Even RP'd here. Bye-bye. Another drive-by kill here by S4. I love that. I think it was Dendy who used to call it a bus. Alright, I think Centaur used an ability there.
He tried. Well, it's a very tough matchup for him to 1v1 against Nyx just because of the spike carapace. I mean, once you initiate and then you get stunned, you can't really follow it up with a whole lot. What do you think, not to question S4 because he's an amazing Magnus, what do you think of Arcane Boots being picked up post this Blink Dagger change? And I want to mention also that okay, never mind. I thought Centaur was going to go straight for Blink Dagger himself since he went Tranquils, but instead is going for a Vanguard, which...
Or at least the Ring of Health first.
Yeah.
We're going to see which path he takes with that. He can, of course, also get a Battle Fury.
Absolutely.
Or, who knows, maybe a Lincoln Sphere. Neither of which are really good here, so I doubt it. But
yes.
It's... I think for the Magnus, the Arcane Boots pickup is not so much about enabling yourself to use Reverse Polarity anymore as it used to be. Now it's more about the spammability of Shockwave, which... If you get Arcane Boots early, it just improves your farming rate. You see it right now. Ake and S4 together can just farm these camps, and since he has Arcanes, he can just keep doing this and go to the lane and do the same. The timing window, when you hit the Arcane Boots when you're level 7, this is when your Shockwave is at its peak. It only falls off from now on. Now it's the strongest ability in the game, pretty much. It's amazing at this point. 225 damage to heroes on every cast on a 7-second cooldown. And he can also just farm the jungle like you see him doing right now. So with the Arcanes, he's just upping his farm, and it's giving space to EGM in mid. He goes jungling, and Mirana takes the lane. I think this is a very smart play from Alliance, and the Blink Dagger isn't that far off anyway. It's still going to be a fast one. He's going to TP top.
Epicenter as well. Actually, the Nightmare gets dissipated immediately thanks to the Epicenter. Magnus TP's in, gets a kill to his name. He might be in a little bit of trouble. Burrow Strike is up. Brain Sap is not, though. I don't know if they have enough damage. Telekinesis is used on Sand King. Shockwave's almost going to miss, but it does hit in the end. Sand King on the retreat, but here come the Wolves. Loda actually might be in some trouble. He gets stunned. One more auto attack. No! Shockwave just in time for S4.
That is so cocky going back in there by Loda. And really had faith in his ally S4 there to finish the job, but that could have backfired. If that was a 1-for-1 trade, it wouldn't have been worth it for Loda to make that move, of course, but it ends up being Sigma losing too, trying to go on the Lycan, so they thought they could bring him down and they couldn't. They're gonna need either the Bane to be there from the point of the initiation, or they're gonna need a global silence, so he doesn't get his ultimate off in the Lycan. Those are like the two best ways they have of dealing with him, but didn't happen just then. But still, at least they force him back, and Centaur is by far the biggest farmer in this game right now, sitting on almost 60 CS at 8 minutes. That's pretty much flawless farm, considering he's been playing one-on-one for the most part down here. It's very impressive coming out of Sox. And now Miggle will be getting levels in the mid lane on his silencer until the Death Prophet shows up. And speaking of Death Prophet, he's 0-2. I feel like Funzy...
RP,
he's 0-3. Pardon me.
Yeah, that's a dead Funzy, to say the least. Arrow actually hits in melee range. It's not the easiest thing, despite what some may think. Yeah, lots of damage. But I do have to mention, Centaur hasn't really been part of any kills. You're saying he's a top farmer, but as far as net worth, S4 is ahead by 700, and that's mainly because Centaur, who goes for Vanguard despite being in a 1v1 lane, which I think is questionable. I think a Blink Dagger would have been a lot better as top lane. I almost missed it. I basically did. Sand King goes down.
Yeah, and Centaur TP'd up here. So basically, that TP kind of did nothing for him, and he's going to put himself in a worse laning position. The thing about this is it's going to open up for Miggle in the bot lane to get that level 6. And Sox is going to be very hard to kill. He has 9 armor because of the Tranquil Boots, and he has 1400 health because of the Vanguard. So he's definitely hard to go on. The problem for him is, what if Alliance just don't go on him? What if they go on someone else? How does he make himself a threat in the fight? He's going to depend on a Fiend Script or a Nightmare to set up a stun or a Sand King stun. And then he can get in. But until then, he's delaying his impact as the position 1 in this game, so he needs to be able to carry against the Lycan and Miranda later on in the game, which is going to be hard. And despite Sigma getting off to a great start, they just lost about 5,000 experience in the last 4 minutes and 2,000 gold.
Wow, you're right.
And Blink Dagger's up on Mag. He is huge. This is a 9-minute Arcane Boots Blink. He's 5-0. And Funzy, he just hasn't shown anything on the Death Prophet yet. That's the problem I feel for Sigma. They have a level 8 Death Prophet who hasn't skilled Silence, but they haven't even used Exorcism yet. They need to put some sort of pressure with this Death Prophet somewhere to make it worth the pick. Bottom lane Impale, follow up from Magnus as well. Skewer. And Pox will actually survive this.
Yeah, he'll survive for now. RP was down for another 10 seconds. Can he get the shockwave off is the question. The last word just dissipates. Oh, nice stun. He actually wasted Sand King's ult as well. Very nicely done. I don't even know if he realized that, but either way, nicely done regardless. 2 seconds left on the Blink Dagger. Will S4 get out in time? Yes, he will. Big juicy mag. Oh, Centaur's going to use Stampede. Is it going to be able to run into anybody? No, he gets stunned from the Impale, and there comes the Shockwave to just add insult to injury. And of course, without a Blink Dagger, it's going to be so much harder to initiate on heroes here. S4 gives a little love tap to the
He's trying to bait with the courier here.
He's going to continue to
S4's just playing them. Now he's even going to get Miggle.
I mean, look how useless Centaur is without this Blink Dagger. He's going to get RP'd, and the arrow's going to follow. This should be enough damage. As Funzy is here to save the day, perhaps. Pops his Exorcism. There comes the Burrow Strike. Of course, the Epicenter is already used. They're going to pick up 1 kill, but of course, it's only on the support Mirana. So at the end of the day, not the greatest victory, because Exorcism was used for this. And that is the, like you were talking about, that's the first usage of Exorcism all game.
Yeah, and Magnus is easily going to escape that. We've got a sleep
Nightmare
on top lane on Loda. He's
just
going to take it
cancel
off with one of his wolves.
Thanks to the wolves. Beautifully done. He's going to get out, no problem. That's a cool set. That's a new one. That's from
the one Loda has?
Yeah, the shapeshift form. That's from the spring event, I do believe.
Oh, yeah. Looks interesting. Nope, now he doesn't have it anymore. Too bad. So,
no, it's just a normal Lycan. Disgusting.
I mean, what can we say in this game? Sigma got off to a really good, very early stage, and since then they've just been outplayed. There's not much to add to it. Alliance's rotations have been great, especially the Magnus has been great, and I completely agree with you on the Centaur's item choice. I think it's holding Sigma back that they can't use their main farmer yet. It really, with a Blink Dagger on the Centaur, they could have definitely done something in the last 5 minutes, I think, because he could have had it at like the 7-minute mark. That's when he had his Vanguard, and they cost about the same. So I'm not really agreeing with this choice in this particular game for Soxka, because they needed him earlier on, the way the game was going, and they're delaying the game, and they keep losing heroes for it. So when he gets the Blink after this Vanguard, it's maybe it's going to be game 1 over again.
Nice
just,
cancel the
just
TP on Sand King as top lane. They know that there's going to be TPs here, although Loda is going to be surrounded thanks to the Invis Bane on the other side of the tower. Is he going to get caught off is the question. He seems to be aware of it. We have some pings coming out as the river is going to be crossed by EGM. They're going to run right into the Invis Bane. There goes the Nightmare. Can they follow it up with anything? The Fiend's Grip. Oh, nice silence at the last second. A little bit of misplay from S4 not getting his abilities in time. And there comes the boom. Not quite, actually. It was just the stomp. S4 is going to get out through the cliffs. So it wasn't the worst situation. I mean, you use a global silence, you use a Fiend's Grip, you lose a support Mirana. So again, EGM falling on the sword for his comrades in arms.
I think Sigma could have got 2 kills there.
I agree.
The stomp from Centaur only hit the Mirana, and he definitely had the opportunity to hit the mag as well. He got him slowed up with the Stampede, and the mag was silenced, so he couldn't skewer and couldn't blink. So at the very least for Sigma, they get a kill and they buy some time for Centaur to get something more up. But I still feel like let's look at the mid game here. They have a Death Prophet and they have a Centaur as their cores. No one else is going to be strong enough. The Sand King is a bit far off. I guess he might have the Blink Dagger in the next few minutes, but it's still quite a bit away. And then you're playing against a lineup that in the mid late game has a Lycan, a Mirana, and a Magnus with Empower. They cannot deal with the amount of damage that Sigma will be, or sorry, that Alliance will be dealing in the mid late game. So again, Sigma are drafting these kind of lineups that need to work in the early mid game, and that's the point that they lost the game 1 in, and it's the point that they're behind in game 2. And it just makes it that much harder for them to come back when they're... It seems like there's a disconnect in their strategy. They have something
used
that
at top along with the skewer. Silencer's dead. Yeah. Global
Easy
Silence,
kill.
of course, is down either way, so would have been dead regardless of the fact.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And Moonlight Shadow was used to get away.
EGM is thinking about the arrow here. And is actually waiting for Soksha to come up here. He could be in trouble. I don't think they can kill him, actually.
I don't think they can kill him. They're going to use Impale, along with everything else. Arrow to follow. He has a Stampede if worse comes to worse. Starstorm using, he's going to use it to get away. I don't even know if that was needed. He's actually going to go on the offensive, but he gets stunned thanks to the Spike Carapace. This might be enough now, as although Funzy is here again to save the day. Hopefully he doesn't waste Exorcism this time, and they can actually take a tower.
Did you notice how he got Carapace stunned?
Yes, thanks to his passive.
To his own return, so he didn't even get a stomp off. Oh, yeah. Pass actually takes the arrow here.
He has so much backup, I don't think anything's going to happen.
And you see, these kind of moves that Alliance are pulling right now, they can do it because there's no Blink Daggers. Sigma are not in a position to fight back right now, and that's where I feel like there's a disconnect in their strategy, because they have a lineup that's early mid-game oriented.
Beautiful skewer into Bane.
And then, again. This is the story of the game. It's Magnus finding kills left, right, and center. And yeah, to finish off my thought, just to get it completely through, they have a mid-late game an early mid-game oriented lineup, but they're building items that are not the most cost-effective right now. The Vanguard, of course, is great if he gets gone on, but they need initiation, and the Blink Dagger is going to come up so late that Alliance has an advantage at that point.
Yeah, the major
Here we
advantage.
go. Paris. It's going to be chased away. Arrow from EGM looking for a fish. Ooh, almost.
Not able to get it because there's no fish. There is a Centaur, though. Not quite a fish. Aegis is going to be picked up by Lycan. And with his ultimate dissipating, I do believe they're going to back up as a result. And of course... Alright, I'm going to try not to mention it again, but this not having a Blink Dagger is severely crippling at this stage of the game for Centaur. Because we're seeing Magnus, like you were just talking about, doing the exact same thing. Where I think Centaur could be doing the same thing. We're going to have double, triple RP, I do believe. There comes a Silence. Arrow's going to hit directly on Silencer. He's not able to get his global silence on, but he's going to live to see another day. Thanks to the Fiend's Grip on Magnus. Centaur trying to do some work. Fiend's Grip continuing. That was a full Fiend's Grip usage. So 2 dead for Alliance, for only 1. Burrow Strike to follow suit. Mirana getting stunned, but will get out just in time. So actually, it could have gone a lot worse for Alliance. Just because of the fact that Fiend's Grip was used, Global Silence was used pretty well. And this is going to be
now it's go time for Sigma. They just picked up 2 Blink Daggers. This is what I've been waiting for them for the last minutes. Get the Blink on Centaur, get the Blink on Sand King, start doing stuff.
So they just wanted to get them. They wanted to get them simultaneously. That's why they waited.
That's why I'm. Yeah, okay. So it's going to be a super surprise fight where they show both their blinks. All right. So too bad. Paris has already shown his. Funzy's now going to be gone on Arrow.
Pale's only going to hit 1. Nightmare's going to keep him alive, at least for now. Death Prophet's not going to be so lucky, though. Burrow Strike's going to hit 2. Centaur is going to go down with 1 more right click. Gets the hoof stop off, though. Doesn't matter. The Urn Charge should be enough, and it is. And the chase continues. 3-for-0 exchange in Alliance's favor. They're going to find the poor Silencer stuck by the trees, hugging them. PETA would be proud, but Actually, that's not PETA. Who likes trees? What organization likes trees? PETA is for animals.
Animals, yeah. Greenpeace?
Okay. Greenpeace will be proud. Let's just cut and paste that audio, and then it would make a lot of sense.
International Dryad. What's that called again? What are people who really literally love trees?
Radiant's middle
Called?
tower
Like
is
sexually?
under attack.
Yeah, I forgot the word for that.
Freaks?
Yep. The International Freak Organization would have been happy with what happened just then. Alright. Dendrophiliacs. There we go.
Really? Dendrophiliacs?
Dendrophiles, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know this only for scientific purposes. So Alliance are going to be pushing the tier 1 tower top. They did use... Actually, never mind. RP is ready again. So that last fight was without RP. They just got a 4 for 0. And Sigma are going to try to initiate here. They need to avoid getting caught in this RP now. Else, it's going to be over. It's almost... This fight is game deciding if Alliance win it.
Arrow hits Sand King. Is this going to be enough for Admiral Bulldog to initiate? He's going to miss his Impale. We're going to watch the top lane, though. Fiend's Grip being used to full effect yet again. Magnus and Global Silence. I should have shut up. That was my promise last time. S4 is going to go down. That is going to be a huge blunder here for Alliance as they continue to back up. Rubik very low. He's going to attempt to run away. Looks like he'll be getting away, at least for now. Nick's not going to be so lucky as the hoof stomp into... Damn it, that was a wave, not the double edge. That is truly unfortunate. So 2 dead. And that's the power of the initiation. Rubik dies in the back end here. That's the power of initiation, if Sigma gets it off correctly.
That's Global Silence as well right there. Magnus gets the skewer off, and then they couldn't follow up. Everyone was silenced and couldn't get their abilities off, and very nice turnaround for Sigma. And they make use of their Blink Daggers here. I think this was a beautiful play from Admiral Bulldog. He kept Sand King as well as Bane completely out of the fight. So he did everything he could there, but it just wasn't enough. No, look at them putting so much emphasis on the wolves, and they don't even kill them. Arrow, oh no. Mad is going to be getting away from that one. So 3 for 0 fight for Sigma. Definitely staying alive in this game. They got about 4,000 experience off of that and a couple of thousand gold. They're going to need to do it again. And Sand King didn't use his epi, so they can do it, definitely. If they land their combo, Alliance just falls
well,
apart.
exactly. Sand King was not a part of that fight whatsoever. He got arrowed right off the bat. In fact, the fight was broken up in 2. He didn't get up his epicenter, but I think he did stay alive, if I'm not mistaken, despite getting initiated upon. But you're right. That is a lot of team fight potential coming out for Sigma. And of course, we still haven't really seen Exorcism take down any towers. We just saw the first tower go down bottom, and that was to Centaur. Of course, I have to mention that Return, once you get leveled up, is great for pushing towers, because it hurts everything.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now again, Alliance are just picking them apart. Alliance have shown 2 heroes top for the last, I don't know how long. They haven't left the lane, and Sigma just let them take 2 towers. They didn't even try to fight back. Now they're even going to get caught out again. Paris in mid.
Uses his... Oh, he's going to get RP'd directly in the gullet, into a skewer, and along with the rest of Alliance, that should be a dead Centaur, to say the least. And, well, Mad getting caught out guard as well. Getting caught off guard, I should say.
Sigma just looks like they're not on the same page, or that they don't have a page in this game anymore. I thought after that teamfight top that they had like, okay, this is how we need to do it, and maybe they feel like they can't do anything without Global Silence, which I disagree with. I think they definitely can. And that was like the only ability on cooldown. Wow, Funzy's even gonna take that arrow. Yeah, he's
into
dead.
A shockwave, into a negative burn charge, into a burst strike. Goodbye. Although burst strike, I'm sorry, that was actually an impale. They look exactly the same. Either way, 3 dead in Alliance's favor, and the ultimates
how did this start? They got... Who did they get caught out? They got caught out. They got Centaur caught out, then they lost Bane, then they lost Sand King, and then they lost Silencer. And they also lost DP. They lost all 5 heroes one at a time, basically. Alliance just got a team wipe over the course of 40 seconds or something, where Sigma just went in dying one by one, or maybe Bane didn't get... Yeah.
Well, Alliance better be careful. They're gonna get the tower, oh my god, Centaur
into the arrow.
Directly into it. Epicenter's gonna follow there. They still have some team fight potential for Sigma. We're seeing the Global Silence go off, so no initiation possibilities for Alliance as of yet. EGM goes down to Sandstorm. You don't see that very often. Impale's gonna completely whiff. The Centaur Stampede is being used, though, to good effect. Oh my god, another great initiation from S4. Death Prophet taking so much damage. The right clicks, thanks to Loda, should be enough to kill him, and it is. Sand King trying to hide in his Sandstorm. He's going to get telekinesis. But, and the GG comes out. That's a little surprising. What? They won the fight? I'm so confused.
No, yeah, actually, what the hell?
I'm so confused, Synderen. Explain to me, please.
What? You're right.
We win fight, we lose. You suck.
Radiant's
We
bottom
didn't kill all
tower
5,
is
we
under
killed 4,
attack.
it's over.
What?
Alliance.
Nah,
They had great
the
turn link
problem-
potential still, though. Like, they didn't use their ultimates to great effect, because Centaur went in without his ultimate to start it, and they still won the fight despite that. I thought they had great turn link potential.
I'm honestly not too surprised with that, just the way the game flow went and the way it seemed like Sigma was playing. It was like the first 5 minutes, they're really focused and they get stuff done. They make a couple of mistakes and get